All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Gym of All Trades. Just a spur of the moment live stream. Market's kind of moving, and I want to talk about what I'm seeing in the market. And it's do or die right here for Bitcoin. We had a pump of Ethereum earlier. We're getting a little bit of a pump now. I want to show you what I'm looking at in the charts, and we'll jump in. What's up, Kimo Sabi? Yeah, I hear you. That'd be good. All right, we're going to wait for you guys to populate, and we'll get started. Let me find you guys on my phone, and we'll jump in. It's going to be a short live. I'm not taking requests tonight. I'm just going to do some TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we're going to watch it maybe bounce or go up here. We'll see what's going on. So with that being said, welcome. Hey, Larry, C137, welcome. Hello. How are you? I'm sure I won't be very popular with this particular video. I think Mark was saying, or Black Mage was saying in our group, all the YouTubers are pretty bullish across the board. Hey, Tim Peel, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Long time indeed. Hey, Rob. Beano Squad, giddy up. Let's get it going. What's up, Mark? Hey, Steven. What's up, Candace? How are you? Well, thank you. I'll try to give I pray for wisdom and ask God might give me some insight that might benefit you guys as well. So to God be the glory if I'm right, and I will pray that He grants me eyes to see this market. So, all right, still you guys are populating. I'm just gonna kind of stall just a little longer if you can hang in there. Hit the like button while you guys are waiting. Don't forget to subscribe and tick the notification bell. Let's get this crypto right. Let's get this crypto. So, let's see here. Pull up the chat. There it is. Boom. Hey, what's up, Carrie? Amen indeed. Facundo Esteban. Like your name. Awesome. Oh, hope I said it right. Yeah. I'd like to have different viewpoints. I'm going to give you a different viewpoint, and we'll see what it's doing. Looks like we're getting the fifth wave of C right now. The fifth wave of C. This is the wave I was talking about last week. The up wave that we could probably get before down. But guys, I see a strong potential for a down move very, very, very soon. So let me just show you what I'm looking at here on the. I'm going to show you the fractal that we've been looking at in the charts. Let me pull up the two charts here. I should have had this ready already, but I didn't because I don't roll like that, guys. I just don't roll like that. 12-hour chart. Boom. There it is. Clear the drawings. There it is. Boom. Okay. So let's start by looking at the fractal. Let's understand the wave topping pattern here of Bitcoin so you can kind of see this here as well. All right, what we're seeing on the chart right now, guys, is the top of the 2019 run up to 13.8. That's the top, okay? Now, when Bitcoin likes to correct, it likes to start out with a WXY very often. Let me show you what a WXY looks like. We're going to, oh, sorry about that. Let me get that back off the screen. There we go. Try to keep my picture out of it for a moment. All right. Okay. So what we start with here, guys, is this is not 2019 right here, okay? So what we started with was a three-wave move right off the top, okay? And it's a pretty large and complex three-wave move. And if I make it a little bit bigger, you can kind of see the relationship, okay? So let me just try to get that much on the screen right there. There we go. Now the next wave, so right over here, if you'll notice here, we got basically a three-wave move off the top here. Boom, boom, and boom, like that. Okay? Then the next wave that we got in 2019 here was a flat. This is a flat. It's a three-wave flat. It's a three-wave move. This actually came to the 1618 extension. But here we have a flat as well. We got a three-wave, and then a five-wave extension right there. It's a flat. Okay, so there's another three-wave right there. So right now we're just tracking so much with the fractal from 2019. And then what happened after that? Basically, guys, we had the last three-wave move in 2019 right here. Boom. Oh, come on. See if we can get it here. Boom, boom, and boom, like that. And so that is what we call, if we labeled that guy, we'd label this a W. Trying to label it. Label that a W, X, and a Y wave. Okay? So that's what we're looking for, guys. That is what I'm personally looking for. Here we got a W, we got an X, and now what's left, guys? What's left? Well, we got to get that Y wave, okay? And we're in the middle of making it. And so now let's zoom in here, basically, and let's just see if this is looking. Now the Y is going to be three waves, okay? So let's just see what we can see. We got basically a down move that began. Let's see if I can do it here. We got a down move that began. We got this wave coming back up. So let's see what we're going to get here. Let's see what we could get. And let me talk about why I'm bearish and not bullish on Bitcoin. Well, I'm bearish because we haven't finished this WXY. We haven't finished this WXY correction. The main piece of, let me show you. The main structure, guys, that is the telltale sign that we're probably going down from here is this wave right there. That's a flat, okay? What this right here is the 2019 chart, okay? So that flat right there, I'm having a hard time with my keyboard. My keyboard is not responding. There we goes. All right, so this flat right here, oh, come on, Jim, is a 3, 3, 5 correction, okay? So basically we got a 3, and a 5, okay? And that's a flat. What it does is it basically gets everybody bullish. It's a C wave that goes up really fast. Gets everybody really bullish. We were all at that time, I was probably calling likelihood of down at that time, if you go back and watch the videos, but I was saying possibly up, so we got to guard to the upside because there was a little what looked like a triangle in there back when I was making those videos. And I totally remember it. It's funny how you remember so much of the charts. But anyway, so basically, I was looking for basically a down wave after this flat happened. So we had a WXY, we had a flat, and then now we're waiting for another three wave. Okay, so that's why I'm so bearish, because that's the structure I'm seeing right here. I'm gonna go now to one here. So basically what we're seeing here, we have a three wave move off the top. This is a three wave, come on. That's a three-wave pullback right there. This is a three-wave move right there, and a three-wave move, and then a five-wave move off of it. It is a flat, the best I can tell. Okay? I know that a lot of you guys are looking at this and saying, "Nah, Jim, it was a descending triangle," and it's really this A, B, C, D, E. And then we had a breakout of the what we had was, a breakout of the triangle. We retested it, and now we're going. Okay, I know that's what it looks like to you, and number one, this isn't. I don't think that this was a triangle. Number one, and number two, I know it looks like that, but I don't. The other fractal that we were looking at a little while ago, it did the same thing. Okay, in fact, let me just show you. See if I can get it back on the chart. There we go. We had. Back in 2019, we had this move right there. Oh, come on. Let's do it this way. Got to flatten it out a little bit. There you go. Okay, there you go. Descending triangle, someone might say, if they play shapes. A, B, C, D, E. We had a breakout. had a breakout, we had a retest, and then we should be going up, right? Wrong. Okay. So I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers are saying that, but you know, I'm not saying that. So it's just a differing opinion. I'm not in competition with anybody, but I'm just sharing my thoughts with you, because most YouTubers aren't looking at structure of the waves. They're actually just looking at price action, whether it's going up or down. How fast is it going? Is it going above a moving average or not? Is it support and is it resistance? They're not measuring the wave relationships between them. They're not measuring the Fibonacci levels, extensions of the waves. They're not taking into account wave structures that repetitiously happen in the market and then repeat themselves over and over and over. Okay? So let me see here if I'm... That's sweet, Carrie. Thank you. All right, what's up, Elias and Mac? How's it going? All right, so basically what we're looking for now is a continuation to the downside. Let's look at this wave right now and say, is there any really reason to be bearish, or is this thing going up? And how do we know, and is there an invalidation point to this flat? Jim, when are you wrong? Okay, all right, let me show you when I'm going to be wrong. The basic tell is if we break this top level right here at about $38,700, guys, if we break that, then I'm not going to be as bearish as I am, okay? So if we break that level, I will have to back off of my bearishness and say, hey, let me look at the structure again and maybe look for longs instead of shorts, potentially. But that being said, I don't think this structure is finished. That's why I'm expecting one more wave to the downside, okay, in a WXY fashion, okay? For those of you just joining us, I'm looking for that. Okay, rewind it. I just showed a fractal, and now we're waiting for the finished move here, okay? So let me show you. Let's look in small time frame here on the 15-minute time frame and analyze this particular wave and see, is it a three wave or is it a bullish wave we should expect more up on? My basic idea here, guys, is that this is some kind of, right here is 5 waves. From there to there is 5 waves. This wave is problematic for me, but I'm going to, because it looks like a 3-wave move, but I do not think we have a flat here on our hands because of the nature of this particular wave and the extension of it. I don't think it's a flat there. If I pull the fibs here, yeah, we're way too extended probably for that. So I'm not thinking that's a flat. I'm thinking that this is 5 waves. So my count is right here to 5 waves. Okay. And now so that's 5. Now we're looking for a 3-wave pullback. And this is possibly the 3-wave pullback right there. We are at the level where I would expect potentially a reversal to be coming in the near future. Okay. Let me show you the levels. Generally speaking, on a 3-wave pullback here, which I talked about last week as a potential wave path, even though I said last week I was bearish, I'm still bearish because I said we might get a 3-wave move up just like this, and certainly that's exactly what we got. It was in my frame of reference, okay, as far as what I was expecting. So looking for an ABC. An ABC is counted usually by a 5, 3, and a 5. And that's what we've got here. Let's zoom in and let me show you the 5, 3, 5 here, the best I can tell. I think we're starting with a leading diagonal 5 wave, so let me draw that here for you. We got this is, again, I'm just, guys, I'm a Elliott wave trader. I'm here to apply Elliott wave in front of you and just kind of show you what I'm seeing, okay? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there as a 5-wave leading diagonal, kind of in a wedge shape, a rising wedge. We had a 3-wave pullback come out of it right here. See if I can delineate those 3 waves for you. Boom, 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 like that. Okay, and then now we're looking for a 5-wave move going up, and so I'm counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so Now, I will grant that this might be 1, 2, all of this may be 3, 4, and then 5. So we may have some more up to go, but I'm not certain about that. I think we're close to being done with this wave now, okay? So my take right now of the C wave is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I don't think we're quite finished with 5 yet. So we have a little bit more to go. I want to get up here to these fibs somewhere around 36.8 to maybe even close to 36, anywhere from 36.5 roughly. 36.454 is the fib, but 36.5 to 37.3 would be the area that I want to see this wave finish. So up in this range right here, okay? So on my fibs here, it would be I'm looking for this wave to top out, if it's not topped now, somewhere in this region right here. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Let's zoom in really small now in the small time frame and look at this wave. See if we can find 5 waves finished there, because this 5th wave needs 5 waves. Okay, so let's zoom in and apply the Elliott wave rules there and see if we have 5 finished waves here. Now I don't think so. I think this begins. Let's see here. This begins with a 1, 2, and this has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be the top of the 3rd wave right here, guys. Best I can tell, that's the top of the 3rd wave. Looks like this. Not too shabby. Now this could be the top of 3, but I think this might be the top of the 3rd wave roughly. So I may count this wave something like, because it looks like it starts with a 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm thinking about counting this one like this: 1, 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the top of 3. Gonna get a pullback here, 4, and then one more wave to the upside, 5. Okay, so that's possible. Or this is the top of 3 right there. That's 4, which I'm inclined to say as well. And we just maybe need one more little push up to get up here to the 127 extension, maybe, and we're all done with a 5 wave move there. And that's the case. Okay, if that's correct. Oh, look at that gobbledygook there. If that's correct, that ABC move is finished, A, B, and C. That's our pullback, and we're ready for a continuation to the downside. Okay? Now, when does that get invalidated? Again, I'm not going to like this. My count right now is this is like a 1 and a 2, but I'm not going to like this. If this wave gets up deeper than the top of this wave right here, that's the ultimate invalidation. Not going to like that wave much at all if the price gets up there. Okay, so anyway, we're going to have to totally step back and reevaluate the wave structure and say, okay, price gets up here, I'm going to have to completely reevaluate my count and go with a different count, most likely, than what I have, or see what else is possible. But right now, this is the way it's looking to me. All right. That being said, we're looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is possibly maybe an ending diagonal. I don't like it a whole lot as an ending diagonal, but I'm willing to possibly maybe stretch it in my mind and say, yeah, Jim, it's all right. It's all right. So I'm really struggling with it as an ending diagonal, but it might be. Now, there's a couple of ways I can do this. I can do it. Number one, I can say right here, this was the 4th wave of our larger structure, and now we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need one more wave. So we got to come down for 4, go up for 5, one more time, and then we break down. This was our finished 5th wave. Okay. So that's one way we can look at it. The other way is we can just say, no, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. And now that that's finished, guys, we're ready for we got a finished 5 waves. We're ready for a larger correction that's going to bring us back down to this level, or maybe even break that level. So that's a possibility as well. So that's Ethereum, best I can tell. As long as Bitcoin comes down from this level, it's do or die right now in this region on the chart. As long as Bitcoin comes down from this region, remember I've given you targets all the way up to about 37.3 to in that ballpark. If we go beyond 38.7, guys, that's my line of death. That's where my line of death is, 38.7, something like that. But as long as we come down from this region and start breaking, and start even definitely making lower lows, then we're going to really be liking the idea here. Now we have two ideas here. We could come down and then make one more top, okay, or we just come down right now. Now it doesn't mean it's going to go straight down. It's probably going to come and bounce for a 2 wave and then continue on, something like that. That's probably the way some 5 wave structure it's going to come down. But it may it may do something different. I'm not sure. But that's my take on the structure right now. Things would have to change dramatically for me. This would have to continue rising up for me not to like that count at all. I have not liked Ethereum. Ethereum's been a pain in my side for the last several days. I've just really had a hard time with it. But the best I can come up with right now is we have some kind of an ending diagonal here. Best I can tell for now. Guys, this is bearish for Bitcoin. This is bearish for Ethereum. I think we're going to have some downside coming. Now listen, some people ask, why are you so bearish, Jim? Do I want to be bearish? No. Listen, guys, I'm an Elliott wave trader, okay? I trade with the structures that I see, the best I can interpret them. So as I see the waves and interpret them the best of my ability, I then trade them the way I see them. So, I got short at about 1540 roughly in Ethereum when it hit the top earlier, and I like my entry, and I'm in good shape right now. It's playing around the entry right now, but I'm short in Ethereum. That's the way I'm trading it. I was telling my group today, I was just like, listen, trading isn't about knowing which direction it's going. It's about picking a direction based upon your analysis. And once you've picked a direction based on your analysis, then you learn a strategy that allows you to enter into the market in very, very low risk places on the chart. And where I've entered is a very, very low risk place on the chart for me, that we're almost certainly going to get at minimum a 3-wave bounce to the downside. And so, it's a very low risk area for me, and I'm super happy with my entry, and I don't stand to lose a lot. Because if you guys say, hey, Jim's short, he got wrecked last night. Listen, no, I don't get wrecked, man. I don't get wrecked because I know when to cut the trade. I have a plan for cutting my trade if it shows me a structure that I'm not expecting. So right now I'm looking at these charts saying I'm expecting a structure to the downside right now, and if I don't get a structure to the downside, then I'm going to cut the trade at a place that's very low risk and low loss. So that's the way we play it, guys, and that's the way we do it. If you need help learning how to do that and I've got a 4-point strategy that I share, a 4-point trade setup that I share, that if you follow those criteria and you wait for that in the market, guys, and you're patient for the entry, you will have very low risk trade setups you can do over and over and over in the market. But you've got to be disciplined. You can't just FOMO in and out at any whim. That's what we teach in the Discord. Is how to manage your psychology and how to be patient and wait for your setup. When you see the setup, then you enter. Check the list. You got the checkoff list. If it passes your test, then you're good to go. All right, I've done all the talking now. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I'm not taking requests tonight. I'm sorry. So, anyway. I'm not going to look at any other charts tonight. I just wanted to share that information. Get your thoughts on what I'm sharing, okay? Looks, Carrie, I just saw your diagonal comment there in Ethereum. It looks like we agree there. I didn't give you guys any targets, did I? Let me give you some targets here for Bitcoin as far as where I'm expecting it to go. I forgot to do that, so let me do that really quick. I saw some people talking about targets. So I get my targets by pulling fibs and fib extensions where the market repeats itself over and over and over. And so basically I'm looking for an extension of this first W wave. I'm looking for an extension off of the X wave down to at least the 1-to-1 extension. Okay, so I'm watching for the 1-to-1 extension about 25K. I'm looking for Bitcoin to get back down to about 25K. Okay, now I don't think it's going to go straight there. You got to remember, it's not going to go straight there. What I think it's going to do, obviously, it can do anything it wants, right? But it might come down, make a flat in here or something like that, and then come down. I mean, that's what the last one did. I mean, it can come down any number of ways, but I think it's going to meander and make its way down somehow in some three-wave fashion down here to about 25K. It could come, if it's a deep wave, a really fast and volatile wave, where everybody gets really super bearish on, could make it down to 21K. And guys, if it gets super volatile and super bearish, if it scares people like crazy, we could come all the way down here to about 17K. Okay, so those are my targets that I would be watching along the way. I shared the other day that the 80% of WXYs, okay, are gonna land within this range right here, the 1-to-1. Come on, Jim Pierce. There you go. It's going to land between the 1-to-1 and the 127 extension. 80% of your WXYs are going to land in here. 80%, okay? 10% are going to go deeper, and 10% are going to go shorter, okay? So this is the sweet zone for me, and this is the areas I watch mainly. All right, let me see here. I'm just checking the. Evidently. Yeah, Alex, I've been studying Elliott Wave for about 3.5 years or so, and practicing Elliott Wave principles and trading for quite a while now. And it's not a perfect system because this market is leveraged. And there is no perfect system. However, and it's limited to my ability to interpret everything properly. But that being said, understanding Elliott Wave principles gives you an idea of where price should be going and will be going, especially on the larger time frames on the 4-hour. And so, we'll just have to wait a little bit, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing now and how this thing could go. You don't, most people that are scoffers to Elliott Wave really have never been taught Elliott Wave properly. Because I had some teachers in the beginning that, there are lots of YouTube channels out there where people say, here's the Elliott Wave count, but they don't have a clue about what they're doing and what they're saying about the Elliott Wave count. They don't understand fibs and the relationship between the Fibonacci's and Elliott Wave, and it's just crazy. They break rules in their counting. If you stick to Elliott's rules, okay, and they're not arbitrary rules, what he did is he came up with a rule set that basically. The rule set Elliott came up with basically were repetitious rules that he saw. He's like, man, this happens over and over and over and over and over. And he developed a rule set to keep you consistent, to keep the interpreter consistent in their interpretation of the market. So it's not for everybody, and you don't have to like it, and you can certainly go find somebody else that does a different type of TA. But my channel is devoted to Elliott Wave instruction and Elliott Wave structure. Nobody else is really doing that on the internet. All of my videos focus on the micro and the macro Elliott Wave structures. Okay, so right now the wave structure to me is saying we're going down. And I'm compelled by that, and I'll be not as compelled if price gets up here. It's going to change the way I'm looking at the chart, but if price gets up to 38.7, it's going to change the way I'm looking at the chart, and it'll change my interpretation. But right now, the best I can tell, this wave is about to take a nosedive sometime in this region, somewhere in this region here, anywhere from between now and about 37.5, something like that. So that's the way I'm thinking about it. What's up, Matt? Hey. All right. You know, someone's talking about whether I'm historically right or not. I get a lot of them right, but when I get them wrong, I look back and I'm like, oh, I totally missed part of the structure that gave the move away, and I missed it, and I didn't interpret it. I missed the part. So really, the weakness of Elliott Wave is the interpreter. It's not the system, but it's me and my ability. And I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better at seeing the market. And what I always do is when I can't see the market, when I'm not sure and I can't see the structure, I'll just let you know I can't see the structure, and so the Elliott Wave isn't giving you an edge on the market when you can't see and understand the structure. But if you'll go back to my last couple of videos, I said we're probably going to get away, and I drew it with a white. I said we're probably going to get a little wave, like this, and I drew almost the shape that you see, almost perfectly. I said we're probably going to get something like that. If you remember that from the videos, would you say it in the chat? He said, yeah, Jim did say that. But that's exactly, I said we're probably going to get a wave up here first, and then we're going to come on down. It's not going to go straight down, okay? Because I was calling a bearish look at this market even the other day during this wave, and even before that when this wave was coming down. I called a bearish look at the top of this wave. I actually called it in the Discord. Anybody that answered that call would have shorted the very top. And that wasn't really any special trick. We just used Fibonacci's. I just pulled the fibs on this guy. Boom, boom. It came and tagged the 127 extension, the 1414 extension. You see a 5-wave structure finishing out there with a big old wick. Boom, you're in. So anyway, there you go. All right, Mark wants to see Bitcoin dominance, and let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance chart here, and let's also talk about the ETHBTC chart. ETH has been not correlating with Bitcoin because if you'll notice on the chart that ETH is just from the bottom, it's just been pulling away, really, especially with this wave, really strongly from Bitcoin. In other words, against Bitcoin, Ethereum is getting stronger and stronger. Now, it's due for a correction. There is bearish divergence on this chart, on the 12-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart. There's also some hidden bullish divergence working. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of move on the ETHBTC chart, some kind of a move down here, and that'll give us a 3-wave move like that, and also give us a price action there, RSI resetting, and then bullish, and then ETH will take off again. So my guess is that once what do you call it? What was I saying? Oh, once Bitcoin finishes its move and it starts coming down, it's going to bring ETH down with it. Okay, and then once that finishes, boom, boom, boom. And it's going to start breaking away again, most likely. That's the way I'm seeing ETHBTC. Looks like Bitcoin's moving a little bit. I wanted to check on it. All right, looks like the 5th wave here. Let's go down to this micro time frame here and see. So here's the micro time frame, and you can see the 5 waves developing right here. So this is, and it looks like we got a triangle right here for a 4th wave. I would ordinarily say, guys, this is probably a great entry right now. I think pretty decent entry. Not giving financial advice, just talking about as a trader in Elliott Wave. If that's a triangle right there, one more move, and that's the end of 5 moves. That we had a big 4th wave move here, now we got a 5th wave, and I would be entering short if I wasn't already short. right there. But I'm also trading Ethereum and not Bitcoin. I'd probably enter here as long as let me check the RSI here. We got divergence on the RSI. That's the 1 minute though. Don't like the 5 minute RSI, but look at the 1 hour RSI. Yeah, the 1 hour RSI looks, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. RSI isn't helping a ton. But seeing that triangle there and in a 5-wave shape here that looks like it's about finishing, I'd probably enter into a short right here per my strategy. And then it's definitely going to bounce and come down at least in 3 waves here. Some kind of 3-wave move. It might, I would imagine it just comes down. It could just do that and then come up. But if I get the bounce that I'm looking for like that, that's a $400 or $500 bounce, then I just put my stop at break even at that point. And if it comes back and takes me out, then that's an easy no risk trade. So this is a nice little area, especially when you see these triangles working. When you see that triangle, that's kind of letting you know it's finishing up a move. So this may have to go. I'm not sure if this is the end of the move or just wave 1 out of that move. So it might give us some more up there. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see there. But that's the way I think about the waves, at least, because I'm waiting for 5 waves to finish here. This is a 5-wave move that is finished, but is this 5 waves? That might simply just be the 3rd wave. Again, I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then short. Now we're going short, which is what I'm thinking. Or we need 1, 2, and all that's 3. We come down for 4, and then we go up again for 5. And that's why I would set my stop at break even if it came back on me. So that's the way I think about trading that. So yeah, I don't react to pumps like most people do. Okay, let's see here. I hope, Giuliano, it hits 41K for your sake. Good luck to you, buddy. Good luck to you. Thanks for sharing that. Yvonne Butler, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad you're learning a lot. I'm a teacher at heart, and I love to share what I've learned, and people have helped me along the way, and so thank you for that kind gift. I really appreciate that, Yvonne. Thank you very much. I'm blessed by that. Thank you. Guys, I did a lot of explaining at the beginning of this video. If you can go back and watch, I'm almost done here, guys. You can go back and watch the video, and I'll explain to you why I'm bearish. And there's a really good Bible verse in Proverbs that says, "A fool answers a matter before he hears it." So if you guys are just joining me and you're surprised that I might be bearish at the time when everybody else in the world on YouTube is bullish, I'll just explain. I've got good reason to be bearish, and I trade Elliott waves. I trade wave structure, in my TA as my what's the word, as my edge on the market. And so the only way I lose, I lose is when I don't understand the structures. And then we just trade other ways. But basically, right now, I trade structures, and the Elliott wave structure here on the 4-hour and the 6-hour chart in Bitcoin is taking us. The wave structure is taking us down here, I believe. Okay. So I shared and explained all that. I showed a fractal as well where the price action did exactly this already back in 2019 at the top of that. So I explained, what the Elliott wave structures were. So go back and rewind and watch that from the beginning of the video, because I don't want to keep restating it, and I don't want to argue and fight with people that can't believe I'm bearish right now. I'm just sharing why I'm bearish. I put myself out here. It's kind of funny how people treat you when you share your thoughts. I'm just here sharing my thoughts, free of charge to you. You can take them or leave them, and feel free to leave them. It's all right. Just be kind in your comments and in your attitude as you're talking and sharing yourself. Don't be arrogant and proud. Just again, a fool answers a matter before he hears it. If I'm putting my money short right now, it's for good reason. It's for good reason. It's because I believe it. But do I just trade willy-nilly? No, I don't trade willy-nilly at all. I'm going to have a good entry strategy. I'm going to enter at a place where I can stop the trade out for minimal or no loss at all. Most of my trades go right into profit when I enter in based on my strategy. Most of my trades go right into profit very soon after I enter. And then I have a break-even stop. I entered today and shared it with the group and went live with the Discord group today, and the trade went right for me almost immediately, and I put my stop at break-even, and put my, I don't use stops, I use alerts, so I put my alerts just before break-even, and I went about my business. And so that's the way I do it, guys. That's the way I do it. I'm just here sharing my point of view, and it's from an Elliott wave standpoint. If you don't understand Elliott wave, if you've never been taught proper Elliott wave, that's what this channel is all about. So there's a hidden gem in my playlists. If you go searching through my channel, you'll find a playlist. There's a hidden gem in there. It's called Trading Night School. I'll commend it to anybody that's watching right now and wants to get those videos. But that's what the Discord is for. I offer daily analysis. We do 2 lives every day, morning and evening. I did an extra live this afternoon because price was moving and I wanted an entry point for Ethereum was coming. And so I did a live today as well. So if you want to be part of the Discord, feel free to jump on in. We got a really, really awesome community. And I give my all to it. And so you are invited. You are invited. Everyone is welcome. How do you get into the Discord? Well, it's simple. We trading support. Okay, that's what we're going to do. As you become a supporter of me through Patreon, and there's a link in the description on how to do that. You just go to Patreon, become a Patreon subscriber, and pledge the different tiers that you're interested in. And then once you become a Patreon member, I get an email verification that says, hey, so-and-so just became a Patreon supporter. And as soon as I see that email, I'll send you an email with the Discord link and a welcome message. And then once you get in, you message me and I set your permissions for the Discord based upon your Patreon group. And then you're in, and then we have a great time. You be part of the community, ask all the questions you want, learn along the side of other people that are learning, and be part of the lives. Or if you miss the lives, they're recorded and uploaded for everyone to see. I share charts throughout the day. Others are sharing their ideas and charts. We got over 200 people. And many good traders in there already that have lots of knowledge, and I even have several guys that do lives at night when they can. We trade the Forex as well. We got a whole section on the Forex, the foreign exchange, which will be growing in the future. But now, we have just several traders that are part of the Forex. I love the Forex market. When I go full time, that's going to be one of my primary markets. But right now, I almost exclusively do my TA on crypto, so on YouTube. But anyway, that eventually, especially when I go full time, you'll be seeing videos on. I might even create another channel, or I don't know if I'm going to do another channel or not. But there's going to be a whole section on the Forex that you guys can learn, and it's a great market, and it's a wonderful market. If you're tired of staring at charts at 2 a.m. in the morning or whatever, the Forex is beautiful because it's timed around session bank hours, opens and closes of bank hours around the world. you learn what those times are, and that's when you need to be at the charts and ready to day if you're day trading, or if you're swing trading, that's a different story. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, that's the presentation I had for you. Thanks for stopping by and sharing. Again, thank you, Yvonne. I really, really appreciate that kind gift that you gave. I really, really do. Denny Flat and BMX. Nice, man. I'm glad you didn't get scanned. Well done, sir. Well done. Dylan, I don't give buy or sell advice right now, but I will tell you my position. I'm currently bearish, and I am short in Ethereum right now. But there may be one more. There may be another push. I've given targets to the upside. If we get another push with Bitcoin, I'm watching targets all the way up to 37.5 or so. If it gets past 38.60, 600, 38.7, I won't like that. I won't be bearish I won't be as bearish. So 38.7 is going to be my line of demarcation. There's my line of death there. Tron, thank you for that. I appreciate you just mentioning that. Prior calls. So thank you. Candace, the basic rules for an impulse. Basically, the two wave cannot retrace beyond the origin of the one wave. Okay, that's the first rule. The second rule is that the third wave can never be the shortest wave, and that's the second rule. And then the third rule is that the fourth wave cannot retrace into the territory of the one wave. Other than that, there are no other rules for an impulse. There are 5 waves within the impulse. The one wave has 5 waves. The 2 wave will have 3 waves. The 3 wave will have 5 waves in it. The fourth wave could be a triangle or some other shape, or it could be a 3-wave move. And then the 5th wave should have 5 waves in it. So that's a quick rule set. If you want to know that, if you want to see a class on that Trading Night School videos, check it out in my videos. Okay. Haha. Put your picture on my wall if you're right as the mama of glass balls. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Jeff, I like that, man. I like that. Be realistic. That's right. That's what I'm trying to do on this channel, just be as real with you as possible. So, yeah. I've already talked about ETH and BTC, so if you're asking about that, just back up and check that out. I'm just reading the chat, guys, and so I want to make sure I just acknowledge you guys. You're welcome, Jack. You're welcome. Oh, I forgot the Bitcoin dominance chart, Mark. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me check the Bitcoin dominance chart. I meant to do that, man. Thanks for reminding me. Litecoin, I know some people like Litecoin. Let me just give you a couple of... Litecoin's a little bit of a weird shape here. Stop spamming my video. That's my son, Samuel. He likes to get in the background a lot on purpose. He loves it. Yeah, Litecoin has some room to go up here, guys. Yeah, Litecoin's looking like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is three, the top of 3. We get 4 and 5. So yeah, we might maybe have some more up to go. Like I was saying, 3, 4, 5, like that. When I was talking about the way. So yeah, Litecoin looks like it wants to get up here to about 153 to 161. Again, I won't like Litecoin. I won't be bearish on Litecoin as bearish if price gets beyond 166 or 167. So on Litecoin. But let me check the Bitcoin dominance chart. That's all right, you can see how Bitcoin dominance is starting to head down, but it's had a really strong bounce here. And we have, let's see, 1, 2. This is hard right here. Is that 3, 4, and 5? I think that's the way most of us have been charting that. Now, I'm not even sure Elliott wave should be used on the dominance chart. I imagine it could. It looks like we had a nice 3-wave, a little complex 3-wave move, and now we've had an impulse up. Well, that looks like 3 waves too, but it could be an impulse. Probably not, but yeah, that could be extended 5th, but 2 breaks the rule there. This could be an ugly flat, guys, a really ugly flat. 3, 3, and then 5. If it comes down to 60, it comes down to 58. So if it comes down here to 58, watch for a bounce. So Bitcoin dominance might tank here slightly, and then just start becoming more dominant. So I guess the dominance increases as Bitcoin's price goes down, if I understand it right. I believe the dominance, as dominance goes up, the price generally of Bitcoin might go down. Or I guess let's just say when the moves are moving very strongly in Bitcoin, that's when the dominance chart goes. So I'm not an expert in the dominance chart. I'm going to have to do a little check in there. I Miss Greens. Glad you got here. Just go back in the video to check it out, okay? Jeff, you're welcome. Appreciate your thankfulness for what I do. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. I've already done ETH. If you want to go back and rewind the channel, I've already done ETH. Archer, let me give you the bullish view. I haven't given y'all the bullish view, so let me talk about it. If we're gonna go bull, okay, if we're going full bull tard, let me talk about that as well. So, number one, I don't have any structure here that says we're going up. Okay, that's number one. If we're going up, this has to be the 1 wave, and I'm looking for a 3-wave, 2-wave. So I still need to see a second wave to the downside, even if we're bullish. We need to go down here to finish 2 waves, and then we can go up for the 3rd wave. Okay, that's the best I can see there. Okay, and what would be the target if we're bullish from here? I don't believe we're bullish from here. This is not my view. I'm making myself think outside the box here. So if for some reason Jim Pierce is just crazy wrong, then we're looking at some kind of wave like this. You're looking at 56K to 60,000, probably no problem. Probably no problem. That's a guess there, but that might be my take on that. Yeah, Benoit, exactly. I'm not bearish on Bitcoin forever, right? I just right now I'm seeing this WXY that I cannot. It's not finished. There's a W, there's the X. I need the Y wave to finish. 25K is my primary target. About 25K. That's my primary target, but I have lower targets, which I've already talked about. So overall, what I'd like to see after that three wave is done, then I would like to see price start going again. Okay, and I'll get ultra bullish again. I'll get ultra bullish around there, but I've got to see price. I've got to see price get on up. I got to see price come on down first before that. I mean, that's my take. That's my viewpoint right there. Okay, we got it. WXY. There's a three wave move there. A three-way flat there. Now we're looking for, some kind of a three-wave move down. Not sure how that's going to play out. Hey, Ryan, Gold Dust. I've never seen that channel. I'll have to check it out. Gold Dust, huh? Same TA. I'll check it out. Thank you for that, Ryan Long. Jessica C., do you think it will definitely hit 37K before it drops? Nothing is definite in any market. I would never ever say to you anything is definite. Not even we're definite going down to 25K. That's personally why I am already short, and I can take some drawdown. So yeah, I don't know that it's definitely going to get. Like I said earlier in the video that I would have gone short on that wave that I shared with you. This particular wave right here, I called the short on this particular wave, guys, right when this was up here, right there. I said this is a wave I would go short on right now. If I would enter that trade right now, if I weren't already short in Ethereum. So I'm not trading Bitcoin, and so yeah, I called that, and so that's where I would enter. That's where I would have entered because we got the bounce. Now I'm moving my stop. In my strategy, I'm moving my stop to break even. So if it comes back, I'm break even and nothing hurt. I'm in if it goes down from here, and nothing's hurt. Nothing's hurt if it comes back. So that's why I entered that location, because this was the end of a 5-wave move, and this was definitely the 5th wave right there of that 5-wave move because of that triangle. And if you understand that from Elliott wave, you really have a one-up on the market. I can enter there with confidence and know that price is going to probably give me at least a bounce to the downside. Now, is it going to go down forever? I cannot say. I can't say whether it's going to go down forever. I'm just saying that it could. We've got a wave structure that looks like it's finished. We're at a fib level that it could be done. Okay, but I also have higher targets, and so if it goes up from here, I've got those other targets I'll be watching, and I'll be watching the wave structure as it goes up, and I'll be keeping the Discord up to date all along the way. So that's what the Discord is for, to get regular data when I don't give YouTube lives and YouTube videos every day. So hope that helps you. Trying to get my phone back in gear here. There we go. So hope that helps you, Jessica. Time frame for Y. You know what? That is not my specialty. It could take weeks, brother. Weeks to play out. If you go back to 2019 and watch the fractal that I showed at the beginning of the video, you can see how long that took. And you'll get an idea for the Y wave. But good question. Woven flag. I just don't know the answer to that. Luis Morero, I do not believe we have an expanding diagonal on Bitcoin. Lots of chat here. Appreciate it. Select the shots. Thanks for that. Personally, I wouldn't touch XRP with a 10-foot pole at this time. At this time, I wouldn't be touching it. Not until it gets restored back on the exchanges. When it gets restored back to the exchanges, then I'd start trading it again. That's my belief system. I'm not giving financial advice. Hey, D. Sager, good to see you, bro. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Thanks for asking. Sorry it's late. I'm just going back through the chat here. Don Robbie, I teach TA in the Discord, and I've got some free videos. If you go back and check my playlist, you'll learn there as well. Yeah, AS, you asked about where to exit the short. I gave targets earlier in the video. Just kind of go back and find those targets. I already gave, but 25K is a target area. I'll be making more videos between then, so. Good conversation going on in the chat. I love it. 350 people here. It's great. That's great. We're doing like a little watch party right now. Let's see here. I'm just kind of making sure. Guys, if I don't see your comment, you got a question you want me to answer, super chat it. Just super chat it up. I mean, for $1 or something so I see it. And I'll make sure I answer it for sure. I just focus in on the TA and my videos, and I'm kind of done now. And so, after that, so if you've just come in, just go back at the beginning of the video. I started with the explanation of why I'm bearish. And I laid that case out for you guys and showed you what I was seeing. And so within the video, if you were here, I actually gave you, if I was entering short, I gave you my precise entry of where I would have entered short. And so far, we're in profit. So welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. No, Archer, that was not part of the pump and dump from Elon. That's part of a flat that was already in the structure. The pump and dump news was just the excuse for the move. But that is definitely a flat right there, and it measures perfectly to the fibs, and it's coming down now. He asked me why, Archer asked me why I counted this big candle right here. Guys, the candle was already in the chart. Okay, a flat is made up. For those of you that don't know what a flat is made up of a 3, 3, and then a 5, and that's the shape of a flat. Okay, so what you'll see here is you'll see 3 waves right there, then 3 waves there, and then 5 waves there, and it measures generally anywhere between the 1-to-1 and the 1.618. And you'll notice right here the fibs. This measured to the 1 127 extension is like I said, between the 1-to-1 and the 1.618. It's in that region. The most common areas are going to be the right in here, the 1-to-1 and the 127 extension. Okay, and that's the short location where you should be short from. Eric, there's plenty of, with my strategy, you can short in a bull market. You just have to learn to do it. Now, is it wise for people that don't know what they're doing? Yeah. But if you learn a strategy that keeps you out of trouble, then you can short in a bull market, no problem. Yeah, Ryan Lewis. You asked your question about Elliott and what he studied. I don't know everything he studied, but he didn't study leveraged markets. And he also didn't study markets that were run by bots and algorithms and computers, right? And so this market is a lot different, or it can be different than, and indeed the market makers do conceal their moves a lot. So you do have to adapt, and it really becomes hard to apply Elliott wave. And I've just developed a knack for it. I've just got really good sight. God has granted me that sight over time. I see puzzles really well, and I owe any benefit that you get or anybody gets or I get from just God's grace to be able to see this market. But I really truly love Elliott Wave, and can apply it, with a nuanced understanding and a very simple understanding as well in this market. That's a really great question, though, Ryan. I don't know that I answered it fully, but that's my attempt there. Just reading the chat here, guys. Watching price action with you. Let's go down to the 1 minute where it's fun. So we're getting a 5-wave move off the top. Okay, when you get a 5-wave move, you'll expect a 3-wave pullback at some point, and then a continuation. Okay, so we got a 5-wave move off the top on the 1 minute time frame. We'll expect some kind of a 3-wave move and a continuation, something like that. Hey John, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for that kind gift. I really appreciate it. Oh man, Crypto Boss Andrew, I just saw your gift as well. Thank you. All right, since I wasn't going to take requests tonight, but since you super chatted me, let's look at Band real fast. I'll tell you what I'll do for the next 15 minutes. If you want a super chat, I'll look at Band against USD. How's that sound, guys? Or I'll look at whatever you want me to look at real quick. What I try to do when I look at a chart is I try to just give my general impressions of it. Yeah, I looked at this past week. This looks like a pretty bullish chart for the most part. The daily has plenty of room to come up. Don't like that wick. I'm gonna exclude it in my TA. Now here's the difficulty with here's the difficulty with Band right now. Band looks like it just had a triangle here. So that's a problem for me for up. C, D, E. Boom. Yeah, if that's a triangle, and it might not be, it might just be a WXY, and that's what that down wave was. Yeah, you know, that might not be a triangle at all. It just, triangles are there to screw everybody up, right? This might simply just be a W, X, and then a Y, like that. 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves, like that. The only problem is that came up quite high. So if that's a triangle, then this means this is the last. This is the last A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. This is the last wave in that system. So this might simply be a WXY itself. This could be a WX and then a Y wave here, and that Y wave is done. If it comes all the way, yeah, it could be finished. So I'm not. Let me be as honest as I can be. Depending, this wave right here is very difficult to understand. I want to say this is 3 waves right there, and it's finished. And this is, well, come on. This is 3 waves, and that's 3 waves. The extension is kind of high, but it could be finished and could be coming down again. Okay, so that's if, however, price starts going up here and continues, then that's going to shift my look to a bullish sentiment. Okay, so if price starts going up from there, I'm going to shift to a bullish sentiment, and you could get up here to $20, no problem, from that wave structure. So we have a strong possibility that we're dealing with a 3-wave move that we're now going to go down again from. Okay, strong possibility, but I'm not sure. Okay, but if price continues to the upside and starts getting up here to $16, then I'm going to say, hey, listen, you got a strong possibility we're going to 20 and even higher than that eventually. So that's my take on band. Hope that helps you there, buddy. Appreciate that. John, thank you for the gift. Is there anything you wanted to see? Chinese New Year is like the 11th, I think, of this month. Well, sorry about that, guys. Uniswap is a bullish chart to me. Last I looked. SNX, I did not like that chart at all. XRP, personally, I'm staying away from it with a 10-foot pole at least. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. Again, I'm not doing requests tonight. I made an exception because somebody super chatted me. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I did my TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum earlier, and I did touch on LTC in the video if you want to go back and watch it. So you guys have a great night. Sorry if there are any of you that are in the Discord and I didn't get to a chart you wanted to see, would you just don't message me, but just put it in the chat in the Discord and tag me, and I'll definitely get you a chart and an overview of what I'm seeing in the market on what you've asked for. Okay. All right. Well, man, James Hurdle, you got it in just in time, man. You got it in just in time. Hootskins, check my playlists. I've got a trading night school there, and I show you how to use the Fibonacci's. Basically, I use the RSI and the Fibonacci's is all I use. Okay. All right. XLM. That's what he asked for. XLM is a tough one here. I want to be bullish on the XLM, not because I want to, but the chart has me thinking bullish. But I need XLM for me to feel a lot more bullish. I need XLM to get up here, break this high, and get past 40, 45, 50 cents or something. I'll feel a lot better. Okay? So on XLM, I'll feel a lot more bullish and feel a lot better if we can get past 50 cents. If we start breaking up there, really past 43 and higher, as long as we don't wick it. I don't want to just wick 43. So anyway, yeah, that's my take. 1, 2, 1. So this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and now we're getting ready to have a nice big wave going up. That's possible, right? But what else is possible is that, this was a 3-wave move. This began a downward correction, and this is just a correction there, and then we can go down again. So, that is a possible scenario, okay? Now, I feel if I were to give you my take on XLM, I'm more bullish than I am bearish, because I feel like this is going to go sideways a bit and eventually break up. But here's the deal. Here's the rub here. If Bitcoin starts coming down, XLM's coming down too. So I would really pay attention to Bitcoin. As long as Bitcoin starts going higher, okay, and gets above these areas, then the areas we talked about earlier, then the bull count is still in play. Okay, so if we start going bull on XLM, listen, man, we're talking 75 cents to $1, no problem. Okay, so if this starts bulling up, it starts getting bullish, you're talking 75 cents to $1. It shouldn't be any problem for XLM to get on up from a wave structure standpoint. And that's the kind of wave you're looking for. So that's my take on XLM. I'm bearish until 44 cents or so. But even now, I feel like it's going to break bullish, but not if Bitcoin goes down. And so I'm bearish to some degree. Marcin K, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that. Benoit, thanks so much for the kind talk there. Appreciate that. Kimosabi, really appreciate you answering a lot of these questions. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, before anybody super chats me, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you want more videos on a daily basis, we do 2 lives every day in the Discord. Just come join us. The link is in the description to the Patreon channel. Just become a Patreon subscriber and then come on in, and we'll get you the content every day. All right. Until then, we'll see you next time. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.